Morning, everybody. Straydog Billy here doing song number 862. In 862 days in a row, we started doing one song every day on August 7th of 2020, and here we are 862 days later doing another one. We're going to keep on doing one song every day until homeless dogs and cats are no longer euthanized. The ones who haven't been adopted when the shelters fill up, the ones who have been there the longest, they begin to euthanize them to make room for the incoming dogs and cats. Terrible tragedy. It's got to stop. Conception control, stop conception, spay and neuter. That's the answer. Now, Straydog. That's where I got my nickname Straydog Billy, after co-founding that no-kill dog shelter back in 1994. We'll talk more about Straydog in a minute after today's song. This is a Procol Harum song called Whiter Shade of Pale. And here we go. 3, 4. Skip the light fandango, turn cartwheels across the floor. I was feeling kind of seasick, but the crowd called out for more. The room was humming harder as the ceiling flew away. When we called out for another drink, the waiter brought a tray, and so it was that later, as the miller told his tale, her face at first just ghostly turned a whiter shade of pale. Said there is no reason, and the truth is plain to see. You're just trying to get me. But I wandered through my playing cards, and I could not let her be. She was one of 16 Vestal virgins who were leaving for the coast. And although my eyes were wide open, they might as well have been closed. And so it was that later, as the miller told his tale, her face at first just ghostly turned a whiter shade of pale. clear shade of pale. Now, oh, we're not done yet. Straydog, no-kill dog shelter, my first wife, the late Pat Arnold, who tragically suffered a brain aneurysm while she was out taking care of the dogs one day at our shelter, Straydog, back in 2003, and she passed on the next day. Terrible tragedy, didn't know it was coming. She and I had started that shelter back 9 years earlier in 1994. We became a Texas nonprofit corporation in 1997 with the official name Straydog Incorporated, and that led to applying for and receiving from the IRS in 1998 501c3 tax-exempt status, making all donations, all contributions to the shelter tax deductible. We still have our 501c today in 2022. We're still rescuing, rehabilitating when necessary, fixing, spaying and neutering, and adopting out formerly stray and other formerly homeless dogs, and once in a while cats. And we're going to keep on doing this until there is no more overpopulation problem in the dog and cat world. We're now being led by my second wife, Juana Vasquez Arnold, who had worked for Pat in the earlier years. She had to leave on some family business in 2001. And Pat had always said she was the best employee she ever had, could take care of everything at Straydog. She was Pat's assistant at the time, back in 2001. And we called Juana up and asked her if she could possibly come back and help us run the shelter again, because we were really floundering in those early days after Pat passed on. Well, Juana decided she could come back, and about a month later she did, and she soon became the shelter director after a period of time, and she's still the shelter director today, still running Straydog. Straydog's still going strong, and we're adopting out, and we're having it's a great shelter. Now, all 3,500 shelters across this country are adopting out 3.2 million, 3,200,000 dogs and cats every single year now. That's the current figure. That's 88, that's an average. If you divide it by 365, you get an average of 8,800 dogs and cats adopted out every single day. Today, tomorrow, the next day. That's what's going on right now. Tremendous accomplishment. All shelters, including Straydog. You can go online and make a donation or donate to any shelter, because the shelters are saving a ton of lives, lots and lots of lives. This is a tremendous accomplishment from all shelters. Now, there's a very dark side to the overpopulation problem in the dog and cat world, and that is that we as a society are still allowing the use of euthanasia to kill the extras. They can't let them out on the streets. We understand that. They would most likely wind up in a worse death than euthanasia. So we're still using that. But what can we stop? How can we stop using euthanasia to kill the extras? We've got to stop making the extras. How do you stop producing extras? You've got to get control of conception, stop conception. And in the dog and cat world, it's stop conception. How you stop conception? Spay and neuter. Spay and neuter, everybody. And anybody who doesn't want to castrate their male dog for whatever reason, get him a vasectomy, that stops conception. We'll be back again tomorrow with another song from the Straydog Billy one-man band.